I just created 50 static ads for a real Shopify brand in less than 90 seconds, every single one generated with AI with one simple prompt, and some of these exact ads are running right now at 5x, 7x, and even 10x ROAS. And no, the advantage is not the image generation. I'll explain what I mean in just a second. The brands winning with AI right now are not winning because they generate faster. They are winning because they iterate faster. They test, they find winners, they build on winners, and then they repeat. This is the entire system, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to build it step by step. Here's what most Shopify brands are still doing right now. They are spending 3 to 5 days generating ad creatives manually, and the brands that are using AI, most of them are doing it completely wrong. They open ChatGPT, type a vague prompt, get a decent looking image, launch it, and then they wonder why it doesn't convert. But the reality is that if the message is weak, the ad won't convert no matter how good it looks. The image gets the click, the message makes the sale. Most people are only focusing on one of those. Before I generate a single ad, I use Claude to build what I call a product identity brief. I give it a prompt like this: analyze this brand and build me a complete product identity brief. Within 30 seconds, Claude builds a full strategic breakdown with customer personas, pain points, buying triggers, and even more. I'll drop the exact prompt in the description below. Now here's why this matters. Instead of creating random AI ads, you're creating ads based on actual customer psychology. That shift alone changes everything about your ads quality. Now we move into the actual ad creation, and that is where I use Superscale. Think of it as an AI ad creation agent. I create a new brand, paste in the Shopify store's URL. For this example, I'm using Carpe, a deodorant brand doing over $1 million a month. After I add the store's URL, Superscale starts analyzing the brand, the URL, and even the competitors. And on the first run, it already pulled Carpe's product directly into the workspace. But here's where most people mess up. They give the AI almost zero context, and then they wonder why the ads feel generic. So what I do instead is upload the entire Claude brief directly into the agent. Now the AI understands the customer, the pain points, the positioning, and that before it creates anything. Then I add the competitors. This lets the AI track their ads, analyze patterns, and identify what's currently converting in that market. A few months ago, competitor research took me hours manually scrolling through Meta Ads library, saving references, identifying hooks, building creative concepts from scratch. Now I do all of that with one prompt. Analyze the top performing static ads from my competitors in the last 7 days. Identify the best hooks, visual patterns, and creative angles. Then generate 20 static ads inspired by those winning concepts. And that's it. That's all I add in there. And now it starts researching the entire deodorant market. It's studying what's already working specifically in that niche, pulling winning image ads, analyzing top performing competitors, finding angles that are actually converting. Quick side note, you can connect your Meta Ads account directly to this, so the AI isn't just looking at Facebook ads library data, it's looking at real KPIs, ROAS, purchases, all of that. That takes the research to another level. It scans Duradry, SweatBlock, Dermadry, Loom deodorant, basically all the major players, and identifies the ads that have been running the longest and getting the most traction, which usually means that they are working. Then it pulls top performing concepts from competitor brands like Duradry and SweatBlock. It just keeps digging deeper and deeper. This alone probably saves hours of work before you make a single ad. And a few minutes later, it came back with 20 complete ad concepts. Not headlines, not rough ideas, actually ad creatives ready to be launched. The messaging matches Carpe's brand, the hooks align with real customer pain points, and the concepts are based on angles that are already working in the market. We have the product hero ad format. These are simple and widely used across e-commerce. They put the product front and center and answer one question: why should I care? They work because they create instant clarity and remove confusion in under 1 second. Then you have the testimonial ads. These work because they build trust. Instead of the brand making claims, real customers make them. That's social proof, and it's one of the strongest conversion triggers in advertising. Next, we have the before and after ads. This focus entirely on transformation. They show the problem, then they show the outcome. People naturally think in terms of progress, so these ads make the results tangible before someone even clicks. Then you have the humor ads. At first glance, they look like entertainment, but that's not why they work. They work because they interrupt the scroll. Most ads look like ads. These look like memes, text messages, Reddit-style posts, or native social content. They first earn attention and then they sell. And finally, the bold claim ads. These lead with proof, clinical studies, statistics, ingredient breakdowns, comparisons. They are designed for skeptical buyers who don't trust claims and need more evidence before they act. What's important is that every one of these angles is speaking to a different buyer psychology. Some people buy because they see a transformation, some buy because they are convinced by data, some buy because a funny ad caught their attention. So instead of starting from a blank page, you're starting with research-backed concepts, and that's a massive difference. This is exactly why this workflow produces better ads than simply asking ChatGPT to make me a Facebook ad. Now, what about edits? Normally, one revision means jumping into Photoshop or waiting on a designer. Here, I just click Edit and type the instructions. Remove the logo, and done. But the real power is batch editing. I select all 20 ads and I type change every CTA to shop now. All 20 updated simultaneously. What used to take hours now takes seconds. You can also upload competitors' ads as reference and say create a variation inspired by this visual style, and that's how you go from 20 ads to 50 in just minutes. Now, one thing I wanted to be real about, the biggest issue with AI-generated ads right now is that most of them are AI slop. They look decent at first glance, but they don't convert, and that's exactly why context matters so much. Why the brief, the competitor research, the positioning all have to go in before you generate anything. Because when you feed AI real data and winning angles, the output becomes drastically stronger. But even then, AI is not a magic wand. You don't generate 100 ads, launch them, and then just retire. The brands seeing the best results, the ones hitting 7x and 10x ROAS, are the ones who iterate the fastest after the ads go live. Here's the winning system. Launch your AI-generated ads, look at what drove actual revenue, not CTR, not impressions, not vanity metrics. Identify your 2 to 3 winning concepts, build real variations, new hooks, new angles, new visual executions, feed the performance back into the AI agent. And this is where things get genuinely powerful. You ask the AI which hooks convert the best, which creatives failed and why. Now you're not guessing anymore, you're building a feedback loop where the AI continuously learns from real performance data and improves every batch that comes after it. The brands winning today are not the ones making one perfect ad, they're the ones testing the fastest, learning the fastest, and compounding the fastest. Most brand owners believe that the hard part was making good-looking ads. It's not. The hard part is building a system that learns. And once you have that system, everything changes. If you want to scale your Shopify store with AI static ads, this workflow is where I'd start. And if you want to take it further and combine static ads with high-performing UGC-style video ads, if you want to learn how to create AI UGC video ads that actually convert, watch this video next.